Once your logo is set, there are 6 categories of settings to customize your very own Pro-Am arena. You can adjust everything from the floor to the walls and even sound effects during home games. Your jerseys are next. You can save time using the colors you selected earlier from the team colors options for each piece of clothing. Then, send invites to your squad from the Recruit Players tab in the Pro-Am menu. You can look at top prospects or invite your friends to your newly created team when you're all ready.
We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Our broadcast location today. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all of... Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff rate. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert is now a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he says that award is about making your team better. A lot of things you don't see in the stats. If you play good...
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape, so a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time, and this year, you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage to rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
To the inside. He's covered by Gay. Here's Patrick. And the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. He can't get that one. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Down low. Gay with the block.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard. Swats that one away.
Here's Conley. The teardrop falls in.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
He's covered by Gay. Some solid defense from Gay. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. Pass to Ingles. Lock at 6. And here is Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. It's a tie ball game.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
Ingram against Conley. And that one's good. Ingram.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Mitchell, and it's blocked. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
On defense, the Pelicans.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Conley with it. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. Gobert, the pass to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, great Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Both good from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Ingram driving the lane, banked in off the glass. Ingram's got his second basket.
And then Ingram gets so much better when he gets that aggressive.
Bledsoe against Conley. A step back shot here. That one doesn't drop, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Bledsoe taking his time here. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Shot clock at 6. Ingram outside. Oh, trying for it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich has checked in for Gobert, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley.
Jordan Clarkson.
Mitchell kicks to Favors. Ingles passes to Mitchell. Here's Clarkson, a three ball. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Bledsoe outside to the wing right side. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell looking it over. Ball's knocked loose. Dishes it to Ingram. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Ingram attacking. It doesn't go for him. Jazz trail by 4. To the middle. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist from Ingram.
And how about the fearlessness from Bogdanovich? Doesn't pay the D any mind. He enjoys sticking it to them there in the paint.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Jazz on D, trailing by 2. Passes it to Adams. Ingram against O'Neal. And that one's good. Ingram's got 6. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Alexander Walker passes to Ingram.
2 minutes.
Here's Alexander Walker. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for New Orleans.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Wolf passes to Favors. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Inside, here's Adams. No good, shot missing. Great D that time from Favors. To the paint. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovic. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
McConnell passes to Ingram. Over Favors. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by O'Neal. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Bogdanovic. Kicks it to Clarkson. No good. That would have tied it. New Orleans in the lead. McConnell finds Williamson. .24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the pass to Wolf. He can't get it to go. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And the unselfishness of this Utah Jazz team, a big part of what they're all about. As we hear from all stars.
You got guys who are continuously making plays, and I think we thrive off of. And I think the best part about it is we don't really care who it is. I think that's what separates us from a lot of.
And Greg, the depth of the Jazz obviously helping with that equal opportunity approach.
And Kevin, that's a great point. You credit the mindset, but it's also their personnel that makes it possible.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got O'Neal. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Wolf in at the guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. I watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. Now, here's Clarkson. 9 points last game out. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Gay. He's guarded closely. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Williamson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past, as they're trying to understand the rhythm and flow of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches, and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways that get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about.
Now McConnell. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Alexander Walker. Launches a three. It's not going to go for him. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
No good on that one for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson. New Orleans making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Here's Bledsoe. Five to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. And he lays it straight in. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mitchell kicks to Gay. Bledsoe against Mitchell. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Pelicans ball.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. New Orleans leading by 4. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And here's Bledsoe. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. He saw the foul.
And it seems like we have an invasion of players in the league from Canada. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, one of the latest first-round picks from the North.
Yep, 2019 GA. Alexander Walker, 17th pick in the draft. And he's really close to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In fact, they're related. That's his cousin. And they did this really cool jersey swap the first time that they faced off against each other. And SGA actually got the best of him in that game. Scored 23 back in 2020. But Canada providing some incredible talent to the league the last few years.
Shots good by Gay.
Adept at converting at the mid-range. Rudy Gay, when he gets room to shoot, he's not going to think about it 2 times.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ingles covering. Shoots. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Mitchell outside. It's blocked. Pass to Bledsoe. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Mitchell. Bledsoe for 3. And they'll get another chance. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 6 points for him.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
The drive by Mitchell. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Knocks it loose. The 11-footer. Count that one. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Great mechanics from Mitchell on that one. You can count on him when he's at that range.
No good from Bledsoe. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
To the inside, here's Alexander Walker. The Pelicans have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. The first free throw is good. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Rudy Gay. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside Conley. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up with some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Bledsoe against Mitchell. From the line. The shot, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Right side, Conley. And it's off the back rim, no good. New Orleans leading by 4. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Alexander Walker. And he hits the jump shot. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Pass to Ingles. Just his first attempt. It's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Last outing for the Pelicans. It was a loss to the Kings. No good on that one. Great D that time from Favors.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Puts it up from 12. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Mitchell outside. Down low. There's Bogdanovich. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard. Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Pass to Patrick. Fires from the wing.
And that combination of size, mobility, and effort with Favors is what makes him special as a defender.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is what a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And, Kenny, what did you see up? And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So for New Orleans right now, a shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Gay dishes to Mitchell. Conley the pass to Mitchell, and Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Some solid defense from Ingram. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Defended by Gobert. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Ingles. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. 4-point game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Mitchell, and it's blocked, and he recovers it. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
First team foul.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans. T.J. McConnell comes in for Alexander Walker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Jazz trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gay up top. Clarkson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clarkson likes to play with a lot of speed. He attracts the attention of the defense, and that's where he's getting the whistle.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
New Orleans making a switch here. Adams checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Pelicans leading by 4. Ingram with it. He's got 10. Into the lane. Williamson trying to free himself up.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Puts it up from 12. Another miss by Utah.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Ingram. That shot off. And it's Utah the other way.
And guys, you have to admit that Brandon Ingram is only getting better as a player.
I'm raising my hand, GA. I admit it. Do you see me? I'm raising my hand. He's committed to living up to his all-star potential, and even though he's a player that had a change of scenery in the early part of his career after being a high draft choice, that's not mattering to Brandon Ingram. Maximizing his potential does matter, and we're seeing that hard work pay off.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Wolf passes to Clarkson. Misses from short range. New Orleans leading by 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring. He's going to draw some fouls.
We've been seeing athletic big men in the NBA now, Brent, for some time, but Zion Williamson raised the bar when it came to that department.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and it's this combination that is so strange for people to have to wrap their heads around when you get on the floor with them. You're standing eye to eye to him if you're 6'5", and you don't realize the power, the strength, the quickness off the floor, the ability to put the ball down on the deck. I mean, he's just something that you don't see every day, and it's the reason why Zion's one of the more special players in the league.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both. When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where a few men can slow him down.
And how much strength is on display right there from Zion Williamson.
Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovich. The Pelicans have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. Jazz trail by 9. High post, Gobert. Clarkson outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. It's Ingram on the wing. Inside, Adams. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Wolf, he's covered by McConnell. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Gobert trying to get open. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. They get it back. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Wolf, he's covered by McConnell. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. To the inside. From 13, here's Adams, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Adams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Steven Adams, and you know this story, Brent, comes from a family of world-class athletes from New Zealand.
He has carved out an incredible career in the NBA, continues to be one of those guys that teammates love with the spirit he brings to the game, and just comes from a family of incredible athletic prowess.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. And New Orleans also making a change. Bledsoe's checked in. And there's the pass to Ingram. And the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. has that sense for when to go for the block.
And it's Adams on the follow. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball
inside. Remaining in the third.
O'Neal passes to Clarkson. With the drive, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he's such a big guy, Adams, but he does move quite well, and that helps his ability to get to the free throw line.
The Pelicans have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson. Second free throw, no good.
Steven Adams does all of the dirty work. I mean, all of it. A defensive anchor, and continues to play with tremendous energy on a nightly basis.
Traps in the tray. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Ingles against Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his third.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
The first one falls.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
Cold free throws, good for Ingram. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Mike Conley.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Ingram against Gobert. Back to Adams. Over Ingles. And the shot goes down. 6 points for Steven Adams.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Gobert dishes to Conley. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Favors. Top of the key. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Patrick. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pelicans on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Seeing Rudy Gay active right now, it forces the D's hand just a little bit. Fantastic at staying engaged on that possession.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
Capable of playing either forward, the versatility that Gay has, important in today's league for him to stay around.
Rudy Gay hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Kicks to Ingram. Down low. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 12. To the paint. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Ingles. Pass to Favors. A shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, blending that power with quickness. Favors provides his team with some solid interior scoring.
Passes it to Patrick. Bledsoe with it. He's covered by Favors. Bledsoe against Favors. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Conley, the pass to Favors. Over Bledsoe. Favors can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 10. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And the pass to Patrick. Utah with the rebound. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Ingram against Ingles. Outside Conley. Here's Favors. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Bledsoe outside. They get it back. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
For 3, Mitchell. Headshot off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Conley, the pass to Favors. Back to Conley. Here's the step back. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
His second personal foul.
You know, kind of odd to see a lefty in today's game, but Conley's a player you have to anticipate properly, or he'll use your mistake to get the and one.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. T.J. McConnell comes in for Eric Bledsoe.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
As to Williamson. pass to McConnell. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by
Mitchell outside. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Hedrick over by Conley. 15.
You can see the mechanics that Zion shoots the ball with. They are solid.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
1 shot.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Here's Ingram, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Conley finds Mitchell. Outside Conley. Passes to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 4 this quarter. And we know what Mitchell can do offensive. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans' coach going over their plan during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
Rudy Gobert. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Here's Ingram. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Gay in the elbow. Shoots from the high post. And that one goes long. New Orleans leading by 14. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Covered by Mitchell. Count it. Number 5 on the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pelicans.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game.
For Brandon Ingram.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
The pass to Marshall. Now McConnell. Lewis on the wing. And it's blocked. Well, it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's Utah's ball. They trail by 16. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. They get it back. O'Neal passes to Hughes. Pocket 6. Wolf, he's covered by McConnell. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented